Okay, can you prove that from the Quran that spirit is Gabriel?
Yes.
Okay, now I hope you're not going to make the stupid mistake of going to chapter 2, verse 97 and 16:102, which I've addressed 10 million times because you're going to embarrass yourself. But I think you're going to be that stupid to go there. 297 and 16:102, right?
Unfortunately, I am that stupid, yes.
Say it again. What is it about the spirit?
How can you prove it's part of the Godhead?
I mean, the Quran shows that the spirit is part of the Godhead because Allah breathed out the spirit, right?
Yeah, but if I pick up sand from the ground and I blow it out of my hand, doesn't mean came
Yeah,
from
but
me.
Allah didn't pick up the spirit from creation and blew it out. It said he blew it out. Blew it out from where?
The angels do the same. They at the
Show me the Quran
40th
when the
day,
angels blow out the spirit. I'm talking about the spirit, not your hadith that says the angel then gives the embryo its soul. I'm talking about in the Quran when it says, when I have made man from clay and I breathe into him the spirit, or we breathe into Mary's private part, the spirit, that's not the same as you picking up sand and going.
How can you prove it, sir?
66:12. I don't need to prove it. Your Quran is proving it. Surah Al-Tahrim, 66:12. What did Allah blow?
And Mary, who guarded her chastity, and we breathe into her of our spirit.
Mm-hmm. So who did the blowing, the breathing?
The spirit.
The spirit breathed or Allah breathed? It says we breathe into her of our spirit.
Okay. I can explain. We can use
explain
this
how
by
you want.
looking at. Yeah, we can use this by looking at the pronoun. In Islam, we know that Allah was the only one involved in the creation of Adam. That's why He said, "I breathe my spirit."
So I can show you where Allah even says we.
Yeah, but I'm finished. And then it says, and the spirit says, "I will give you." He used the word "I," and He is the speaker that the
No,
spirit.
you're talking about a different passage, friend. You're all over the map. You went from Allah and Adam, and then the spirit in chapter 19. I'm not asking you because there in chapter 19, the spirit didn't say, "I will blow into you." It says, "I came to give you a faultless son." I know that passage. I'm talking about here. Who did the blowing? Who blew into Mary?
The spirit, because Allah didn't say "I."
Didn't say the spirit. It says we breathe into her of our spirit. So who's the one saying we breathe? We breathe. Didn't say, and the spirit breathed into her.
Yeah, but the speaker here is Allah. However, the reason Allah used the pronoun "we" is because it's referring to an angel coming down by the command of Allah.
Oh, you just destroyed Tawheed. Guys, I want you to hear what he said. Thank you for saying that. Often Muslims tell us that the plural we is Allah speaking majestically. But now you just admit the we means Allah and angels are speaking together, so that Allah now includes angels in his speech in the Quran when it's supposed to be the speech of Allah alone, and Allah includes angels in actions that supposedly only Allah performs, because now I'm going to show you that the we refers to that who created the heavens and the earth. And you just admit that we mean angels.
If you listen carefully, my friend, I said sometimes, not all times.
Oh, how convenient. Now it's sometimes. So now show me here in the Quran, in this time, the we is Allah and the angels.
Because when Allah said, "I created Adam," He used the pronoun "I," and the spirit also used the pronoun
show you,
"I."
go. Let me stop having you play your games. If I show you several passages in Quran where Allah goes from I and we, using I and we interchangeably, because that's simply the language of the Quran, where the speaker will speak from first person singular, first person plural, to then second person singular. Here, go to chapter 17, verse 1.
Glorified be He who took His servant for a journey by night from Masjid al-Haram to Masjid al-Aqsa, the neighborhood whereof we have blessed, in order that we might show Him of our signs. Verily, He is the all-hearer, the seer.
Okay, who's the He there?
God.
And who's the we?
In order that we might, it's the plural of majesty.
So who is the we though? So God can go from we to He, and it's still one God speaking, not God and angels?
Yeah.
Okay. So why do you keep playing the game with me that, well, see, with Adam, it says I, and that shows it's Allah, but we means Allah and angels. When I gave you an example that the Quran has Allah switching pronouns from we, and it's still Allah, to he, and it's still Allah, and to I, and it's still Allah. Here, I'll give you an example. Go to 6:114.
Say, shall I seek other than Allah?
By the way, the word say is not in the Quran. It's not say. That's not in the Quran. Qul is not there. Literally, it says, shall I seek? Okay.
Yeah. Shall I seek?
Okay, so I just want you, before you read it, I want you to make sure you saw it's not a command to Muhammad to speak. It doesn't say. That's your English translation butchering the Quran, doing the very thing to the Quran that the Muslims accuse Jews and Christians of doing to their book. The Arabic simply says, shall I? It doesn't say kul, say. So, shall I seek? Read it slowly.
Shall I seek other than Allah, while it is He who has sent down into you the book, explain in detail, those unto whom we gave the scripture.
Okay, slowly.
Know that.
Did you notice the pronouns?
Yeah.
Shall I seek a judge other than Allah when He sent down what?
The book.
And then it says the I can speak in, what does He say next?
Those unto whom we gave the scripture.
Who's the we?
To whom we gave the messengers.
No, we. Who's the we? We gave. Who's the we?
Oh, we gave a God.
But wait, the same God who said we just began the verse by saying I. So I now becomes we and becomes he, all in the same verse.
But right here, isn't it supposed to be Muhammad saying it?
No,
Allah telling Muhammad.
No, it's not. It's not supposed to be anyone, because the Arabic doesn't say kul. Here's what it literally says. I'm going to read it for you. What shall I seek after any judge but Allah? For it is He who sent down to you the book, well distinguished, and those whom we have given the book. Notice, sent down from thy Lord with the truth. So be now thou of the doubters. So the I is speaking. He says, shall I seek after any judge besides Allah? For it is He who sent down to you the book, well distinguished, and those whom we, so the I is still speaking. The I now says, we have given the book. Well, that can't be Muhammad, because Muhammad does not give the book and sent it down. So you have your God, Allah, in the same verse, going from I to he to your to we, and it's the same speaker changing pronouns. What's going on here? It's the same person changing pronouns in the same verse.
Yeah, but the cases I used where Allah is the only one involved in the creation of Adam, He used I, and
that has nothing to do with it, because no, it doesn't, because the we doesn't mean it's Allah and someone else.
But why does
assuming?
Why does the Spirit say I also?
Because the Spirit there is the one who's appearing as a man, and He's speaking face to face to Mary. What do you want him to say? We? No, He's speaking to her face to face. He's appearing as a man. I am only a messenger of your Lord, sent to give you a faultless son. What does that got to do with Allah blowing and breathing?
So He's the one that blew it in, right?
Who? No, that's not what it says. The Spirit didn't blow into Mary anything.
What do you mean?
It's the Spirit that was blown into Mary to get her pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay, so Allah blew the Spirit into her to get her pregnant. But who blew the Spirit? So you went again on 50,000 tangents. Who's blowing out the Spirit?
The Spirit that appeared to her was Angel Gabriel.
Show me where it says it was Gabriel in the Quran.
The Quran, again, about Hassan ibn Thabit. You know the argument.
Well, that's beautiful. That's what I was waiting for you to bring up, because you keep chasing me about Hassan. That's not going to prove your case. It's going to backfire against you, because I already wrote an article on this, but obviously you didn't read it. But go ahead.
So
now notice what you did. I want everyone to catch it. You couldn't show me from the Quran. You went to the Hadith, which is fine. We're going to go to Hadith. But can you admit you can't show any of the people here from the Quran that was Gabriel that came to Mary?
I can't, because the Quran also says we gave the revelation to Muhammad in his heart, and in another place it says Gabriel.
That's not what I asked you. So you notice what you did. You ran to another. Can you be clear that you can't show from the Quran that it was Gabriel that appeared to Mary?
Well, if I can prove that the spirit is Gabriel, then I
Okay,
can.
can you prove that from the Quran that spirit is Gabriel?
Yes.
Okay, now I hope you're not going to make the stupid mistake of going to chapter 2, verse 97 and 16:102, which I've addressed 10 million times because you're going to embarrass yourself. But I think you're going to be that stupid to go there. 297 and 16:102, right?
Unfortunately, I am that stupid. Yes.
Say it again.
Unfortunately, I am that stupid.
Okay, so why would you waste time with arguments you know I've already addressed? Because 297 says Gabriel is the one who brought the inspiration to your heart. That's 297, right?
Yeah.
And then
And then-
16:102 says it's the Holy Spirit who brought it down to your heart, right?
Yes.
Okay, you need to now prove that when Allah sends down the Quran or the command or the revelation, I don't believe that, but you do, he sends only one entity at a time, when in fact the Quran is clear that when Allah wants to send down the Quran or the command, he doesn't send only one entity, he sends down a group together that includes angels and the spirit. That's 16 verse 2, as well as 97 verse 4, as well as 70 verse 4, and 70 38.
Can we go one by one?
Yeah, go to 16 verse 2.
He sends down the angels with the spirit of his commands to those servants of his whom he wills, saying, warn mankind that none has the right to be worshipped but I. So have
Okay.
taqwa of me.
So when Allah sends down the angels, does he send them alone or with the spirit by his order and command?
When it comes to warning mankind of
And how does Allah warn mankind if not through messengers, unless you're saying that the angels speak to all mankind?
Yeah, but it's not through revelation.
So wait, when angels come down and speak to messengers, that's not revelation? Because how do the angels come down with Allah's command to warn mankind? The angels come to you and come to me. So the angels came to the Meccans, or the angels came to a prophet and a messenger and told the prophet and messenger, here's Allah's command, go relay it to the people.
Yes, correct. But when it comes to the revelation, Jibril is the only one who reveals.
No, it doesn't say that. You read it again, and it doesn't say Jibril is only one. I'll give you $1 million to show me that. Read it again. When Allah wants to send down his command to mankind to worship only his Lord, how does Allah command mankind to worship only Allah as their Lord? Through angels. Do the angels come to us personally, or they come down to messengers and tell the messengers, this is what you say?
Yeah, by telling the messengers to warn the people about hellfire.
Then you just contradict yourself, because it says it's not just only Gabriel. The angels all come down with the spirit of his command.
Yeah, but not to give revelation.
Okay, what is it if it's not revelation to tell people worship only your Lord by angels? So the angels come to you?
Yeah.
Oh, they do come to you. So what's the angel?
No. The Prophet, not me.
Okay, so you're contradicting yourself 3 times. Let's try this slowly. 16:2 says, Allah sends down the angels with the spirit of his command to tell mankind to only worship Allah as their Lord, right?
So why didn't it say to give them revelation?
Okay, does Allah need to always use the word wahi? How do the angels come down with the command? You're playing games with me.
Okay, but the Jews asked Muhammad, who amongst the angels delivers the revelation to you? Muhammad said it's Jibril.
And did Muhammad said Jibril comes alone without any accompany?
But they asked him, who amongst the angels?
Yeah, exactly, because that means you can come down with a group of angels and have a chief angel speaking to you. Which do you not get? Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Okay, so let's try this again. 16 verse 2 for the 3rd time. When angels come down with the spirit by the order of command, Allah's command, to make mankind know that Allah is your Lord, worship him alone. You know from the Quran, angels don't appear to all human beings, and no angels appeared visibly to the Arabs in Mecca or Medina, because according to the Quran itself, they kept telling Muhammad, why doesn't an angel speak to us, right?
Yeah.
So how do the angels reveal to mankind Allah's order, worship Allah alone as your Lord?
But didn't Allah, for example, many times in Islam send specific angels, like 3 messengers to Prophet Lut to warn?
But then you're proving my point. It's not one. They're not alone, right?
But my point is, it's not to give revelation, to deliver the revelation.
You mean Lut in your Quran is not a messenger, because according to Islam, angels only come to prophets and messengers.
Yeah.
So then you're making my case again. Lot is a messenger and a prophet.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And the point is, and was it only one angel or was it a group of them?
Three messengers, angels
Okay.
were
So
sent.
that's not alone. So the angels don't come alone. Exactly.
But my point is, only when it delivers revelation, that's when it's only Jibril.
Can you show me where it says only Gabriel again, for the love of your God? Only, you added the word only. It's not there. In
Because
fact, let me prove to you that you don't know what you're talking about. Go to 1964, the Quran. It's not just only Gabriel.
Yeah, okay. But for example, when we look at the hadiths, all the stories about Jibril visiting Muhammad, reviewing the Quran with Muhammad,
No, but
it's all,
Muhammad, the hadiths say that Muhammad received revelation different ways. Sometimes Gabriel would appear as a man. Sometimes revelation would come as a sound of a bell, and that was hard for him.
Yeah.
So it's not just one way. So even the hadith, you are selective in what you cite. But go to 1964.
Okay. It says, we descend not except by the command of your Lord.
And who's speaking to who?
Jibril to Muhammad.
Who's the we? Because notice the plural. Keep reading.
And we descend not except by the command of your Lord. To him belongs what is before us and what is behind us, and what is between those two, and your Lord is never forgetful.
And you said this was Gabriel speaking to Muhammad, right?
Yeah.
So was he alone when he came down?
Jibril is speaking in the sense of, he's saying like, whenever an angel descends down.
No, he didn't say. He said, we do not, because the hadith even say, Gabriel delayed in coming because Muhammad expected him to come sooner. He says, we do not come down except by command of your Lord. So again, Gabriel, why didn't he say, I do not come down? Let's use your argument. Why didn't he say, I do not come down except by command of your Lord?
Because every time an angel descends down, this angel has its own task that needs to come down by the command.
Does he come alone?
But that's the meaning of it. That's what Jibril is trying to say.
So I'm going to now turn your argument against you. Just like the Spirit told Mary, I'm only a messenger of your Lord. He didn't say we. So why didn't Gabriel say, I, Muhammad, do not come down except by command of your Lord? Why didn't you use the singular? I'm using your argument now.
Because Jibril is saying that whenever an angel descends down, because the we is referring to the angels, it has to be by the command of Allah. And every angel has been given its own task.
Notice what you did. You now gave me an explanation of why Gabriel said that. But is that what Gabriel said? Or he said, we do not come down except when your Lord sends us down. And I just gave you verses that angels come down as a group. They don't come down alone.
The hadith about this verse even says that Gabriel entered the house,
and there's Muhammad nothing in that hadith that says Gabriel was alone. It just mentions that Gabriel's the one who spoke.
But Muhammad said, what prevents you from visiting us? He didn't say what prevents you and them.
Let me try this again because you're not wasting my time. There's nothing in the hadith that says that Gabriel was alone. It only proves that Gabriel's the one who spoke to Muhammad. Muhammad is addressing him directly. So he's saying, you, Gabriel, why'd you delay? But there's nothing there that's saying he wasn't accompanied by angels, especially when I just gave you a verse that says they come down as a group.
So
waiting for the proof.
So why didn't Muhammad say they?
Why would he need to when he's talking to the person in front of him? And I'm going to now turn it against you. Now I'm going to turn against you because you just created a contradiction in the Quran. First, why does Muhammad need to speak of them when he's talking to the one who's addressing him face to face? Gabriel, what took me so long? Well, the reason why it took me so long, because we do not come down except when your Lord tells us to come down. So nothing that you've shown me says that Gabriel was alone. He came down with angels, but Gabriel's the one who's speaking because he's the one who's addressing Muhammad directly. That's all you're proving. But now I'm going to flip it on you. Are you ready for me to flip it on you?
Yeah, but wait, every time an angel.
No, but wait, hold on. Are you ready for me to flip it on you? Because you just destroyed the Quran. Are you ready for me to flip it on you?
Sure.
In chapter 19, it says, we sent to her our spirit, right? And he says, I am only a messenger of your Lord.
Yeah.
But in chapter 3, 42, 45, it says, angels came to her and were speaking to her in the plural. You just destroyed the Quran. Because 19 says it was only the spirit. But in 342, 345 says it was a group of angels. You just destroyed your Quran.
Because those were different events.
Prove it. It's not.
Okay, I'll prove it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Because okay, no problem.
Go ahead, prove it.
Easy to prove. Easy.
I guarantee you, if it's easy to prove, and you don't prove it, you're going to be a Christian and you're going to get baptized tomorrow, because I've already addressed these arguments in my articles. But shoot your best shot.
Okay. I mentioned in the book Mary, when she withdrew in seclusion from her family to place facing east. She placed a screen before them. Then we sent to her our spirit, and he appeared before her in the form of a man in all respects.
She placed the what? Hold on. What she placed before her?
Screen.
Good, because that's now going to prove it's the same event in chapter 3. But go ahead.
Okay. She said, "Verily, I seek refuge with the most gracious from you, if you do fear Allah." The angel said, the spirit said, "I am only." Here he used the word only, so he refutes people like you who say that he's God. Here the spirit said, "I am only." The word only proves that he is not God, from the spirit itself.
We'll see. So now, guys, he just buried the Quran again, because a creature creates life, and a creature is the creator of Jesus. Keep destroying your Quran for me, but go ahead.
But Allah says he gives power to whom he wills.
So Allah gives power to a creature to be co-creator and life giver, so Allah commits shirk. Keep embarrassing yourself, but go ahead. Keep going.
The angels do the same, though, in the hadith. They blow it in.
Notice what you said. You're making it worse for yourself. Be patient, because I know you're getting nervous now. You just admit Allah empowers angels to be co-creators and life givers, so Allah makes them his partners, therefore Allah commits shirk. Excellent. Keep going, but now finish it. Get to the point.
I am only a messenger from your Lord to announce to you the gift of a pure son.
That's not what it says, announce to you a gift, but go ahead. It's all right. That's not the point.
She said, "How can I have a son when no man has touched me, nor am I Dakhia," it says here in the translation. He said, "Thus says your Lord, that it is easy for me, and we wish to appoint him as a sign to mankind and as a mercy from us, and it is a matter decreed by Allah." Now, next verse.
Before you go on, do you notice her response? What did she say?
Yeah, I know. How can I have a son while I'm a virgin?
Okay, now go to chapter 3 and read for me 45.
Bro, but I'm not done. It says here, so she conceived him. Right after that, so she conceived him.
So you're telling me that the same day she gave birth, so that she wasn't pregnant for nine months?
No, but
are you that stupid to read it that way, or are you going to read it that now it's skipping to the point she gives birth, so it's skipping the 9 months? So you're saying that she got pregnant and right away Jesus came out in a day?
No, but in chapter 3, it's talking about the angels came to her to in the future that she will have a son.
It's not. Read 345. I know the arguments. Go to 345 and 47.
But let me go to the verse first. It says, so she conceived him, and she withdrew him to a remote place.
So how long did it take for her to give birth to him? 2 hours, or was it 9 months?
I don't know. The birth of Jesus was a miracle, so only God knows.
Oh, so you believe that Mary did not have a normal pregnancy. So when the Spirit said, "Hey, I give you a son," boop, she got pregnant, boop, and the baby came out. Yeah, you're a genius. Now, can you go to 345 to 47? Because I'm going to destroy your argument that, this was the future.
45 to 47.
Now, you remember what Mary said in chapter 19, right? She goes, "How can this be, seeing I'm not unchaste," right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I want you to read slowly. Let's see if you can read slowly. 345. And in fact, I'll make it easier for you. Read 345 to 49.
Yeah. And remember when the angel said, "O Mary, verily Allah gives you the glad tidings of a word from him." The angels.
Okay, keep on.
Verily, O Maryam, verily Allah gives you the glad tidings of a word from him. His name will be Al-Masih, Jesus, the son of Mary, held in honor in this world and in the hereafter. And this is nothing but the Spirit said to Mary. So it proves it's not the same.
No, and actually, proves that your Quran. Listen, you keep making assertions. I'm going to bury the Quran, because the Quran repeats the same story with contradictory wordings. I'm going to show you the same conversation between Allah and Satan regarding Adam, and it's not the same words. So don't embarrass yourself. Stop.
But the meaning is not even close to the same.
Stop saying things that's going to make it worse for you. Try not to expose the Quran to further damage, because I'm going to show you in the Quran the same event reported in different places with different contradictory wording. It's all over the Quran, so don't kid yourself, because now you're going to embarrass yourself with what you said. Because read 346 to 47.
The story actually started in verse 42. So it says
that's okay, because I want you to read 46 because 42 then skips to "You were not there, Muhammad, when they drew rods." Please don't teach me your Quran. Read 46, 47.
But it proves it's not the same event in the
Can
verse
you read
42.
46, 47 for the love of your Allah?
He will speak to the people in the cradle and in manhood, and he will be one of the righteous. It's nothing but Gabriel said. or
Can
the
you
spirit?
read? Stop
Yes.
giving your commentary. I'm going to block Muhammad. I'm going to insult Muhammad because you keep giving your commentary. You're not a commentator. Let's read. Now read 47.
Habibi, okay, no problem.
Okay, Habibti, read 47.
She said, "Oh my Lord, how can I have a son when no man has touched me?" He said,
Okay, now let's go with that. According to you, and I want everyone to laugh at your prophet for this, this is not the same event of the Spirit. This is before. And yet when the angels came to Mary and said, you're going to give birth to a son, Mary says, how can this be? What did she say in 47? How can this be?
"How can this be when I'm a virgin?"
So, but wait, then you're telling me in the future when the Spirit came, she responded the same way? You mean she didn't get it the first time? She has to ask the same question twice? How can this be?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, one more. Say it again. So I want everyone to hear it. Guys, hear it. These are two different events. And both times when Mary's told she's going to give birth to a son, and both times Mary says, how can this be, seeing I'm not unchaste, I'm a virgin? So according to him, Mary didn't get it the first time when she said, how can this be, seeing I'm a virgin? So that the second time, she forgot the first time when the angels miraculously appeared to her. So she had to ask the second time, how can this be? Because according to him, his Maryam has amnesia.
No, because in chapter 19, the Spirit says, Mary said, "How can I have a son when I'm a virgin?" And the Spirit
the same
says,
thing in 347, right?
"No, but okay, look,
Okay,
the
now,
Spirit."
friend, what's your next song? Because you're wasting my time. I'm going to have to let you go.
The Spirit says that it is easy for me, and we wish to appoint him as a sign. Here, he did not give an answer on how he will be created, but the angels, they do give the answer. It says
No,
Allah
he did give it, because if you read,
it says Allah will create him by the word
chapter 19, verse 21 says, you're lying through your teeth again. It is easy for your Lord. So you mean Mary says, okay, if it's easy for my Lord, can you give me the exact details how you can do that? Once he says it's easy, because when your Lord decrees a thing, that's it. She got her answer. And the answers are contradictory because your Quran is full of holes. So what's your next argument? Because you're wasting my time now.
So, but you said because the wording is the same, it has to be from the same event. But when I showed you
the same, listen carefully. I know you're nervous. The question is the same. I didn't say the wording's the same, because the Quran will repeat the same story with contradictions, because it can't recall the same speech of the same person at the same time in the exact same way. The question is the same, but the words of the question are different because your Quran is full of contradictions.